Since Donald Trump's election as president in November, it seems that every single piece of art created and criticism that's written about it is infused with some sort of political commentary. To further delve into this phenomenon, I talked with three people: Northeastern professor and television critic Joanne Morau, Globe correspondent and Northeastern student Isaac Feldberg, and third-year Northeastern journalism major and host of his own podcast, Matt McCormick, to get their takes on the fusion of politics and television in today's climate.
I think television critics are all, taking a stand, and it's definitely infusing how they think about television. I actually read something recently by James, I'm not pronouncing his name right. Exactly. And he actually said that the anti-hero television paved the way for Donald Trump, right? Because we had, an amoral, and especially it was in reference to his discussion of, Russia and saying, we're killers too, and nobody really, everyone just kind of shrugged, right? But, just the whole idea of having people killing each other is like, okay, yeah, sure, but that actually there was a real connection there. So you see, when you read a lot of the criticism that people are making, that they'll make connections to the political environment. But it is hard to study stuff that's happening right now. Sometimes I say it's like a fish in water. It's hard to see its water, until you're out of it. So that's the dilemma that you face, right? It's really hard to read the present moment, especially through fiction.
You have a piece that's talking about Zootopia. You're not reviewing that movie, right? If you don't bring up race relations and you don't bring up the parables that it draws very sort of blatantly. And there are a lot of pieces of entertainment on television too. Something like 24, you would want to say, wow, he really shot those people good, and it was a really good action movie. I mean, you can take it at that level, but there's more cultural context to a show like that. And I think in cases, it can be excessive. You can be bludgeoning people with what you personally believe and reflecting that onto what you're watching. But at the same time, on sort of two fronts, criticism is a personal opinion, almost always, unless it's some sort of aggregate. And if you want to talk about politics, then that's your right. You should.
Honestly, it kind of irritates me when every single thing you read is like politicized. I think, a lot of times, certain things in life connect back to politics, but I feel like there's sort of a sense among journalists to try to almost connect it back as a way to sort of attract people. So for me, I feel like, with some sports articles or cultural articles, like a lot of times you can take things for what they are rather than, sort of trying to tie them into a larger theme. And I understand the sentiment of trying to, look at things in a broader scope, but for me it kind of irritates me when every little thing is sort of spun politically.
I try to be as non-judgmental, and it's hard. It's so hard. I try to be as non-judgmental and objective as possible, and just point things out. As I was saying, earlier, just about what were his marketing strategies, right? And not to inject my opinion, because I think that's really not what people are in a classroom for, is to hear my opinion about things, right? They want to be able to think for themselves. So I'm conscious of not alienating people in the classroom too, with remarks that may be seen as politicizing something that shouldn't be politicized.